All right, to conclude our day, I am pleased to welcome Governor-elect Tina Kotek. Tina was born in York, Pennsylvania. She attended Georgetown University and then went to work in actually commercial diving and as a travel agent. She moved to Oregon in 1987, earning a BS degree in religious studies from the University of Oregon. From there, she went on to study at the University of Washington, earning a master's degree in international studies and comparative religion. Tina was elected to the legislature in 2006 and became House Speaker in 2012. She was reelected 4 times, becoming the longest-serving speaker in Oregon history. No stranger to this stage, she is an active participant at many leadership summits. This year, she's here to discuss her priorities and plans as she prepares herself to take the helm of Oregon's government. Please welcome Tina Kotek.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. How was lunch? I was telling my team backstage, the cookie is always the key for lunch, so it's good to see you all. I am excited to stand before you today as the governor-elect of the great state of Oregon. Thank you. I want to thank the Oregon Business Council and its partners for the opportunity to share some thoughts today. I have attended this summit for many years, and I appreciate all the hard work that goes into providing an opportunity for leaders to come together to learn and think creatively about Oregon's future. Our state faces many major challenges, and I can't wait to get to work to solve the problems with you. As governor, I'll start by focusing my energy on delivering results on issues of shared concern across our state: housing and homelessness, access to mental health and addiction, and successful schools. After 15 months of campaigning, I know that these priorities are familiar to all of you and many voters. Many of you and many Oregonians are wondering, okay, but how? How will you serve Oregonians who didn't support you? What will this progress look like? And those are really good questions. So today, I want to share my framework for turning things around. And I invite you to be a part of the solution. In addition to the policy priorities of Oregonians, 3 of my overarching goals for my first year in office will be these 3 things: building trust across Oregon, increasing accountability and oversight in state government to improve customer service, and encouraging new and more robust intergovernmental and private sector partnerships. We need all 3 of those things. So first, let's talk about building trust. I believe the only way to build genuine trust, not only in me as governor, but in our state government, from top to bottom, will be to deliver results on issues of shared interest. That means delivering results for all of Oregon, because I know that when all Oregonians do better, we are all safer, healthier, and more prosperous. That's why, 1 week after Election Day, I drove out to Newburgh to visit with leaders at the Oregon Business and Industry Retreat. I said it there, and I meant it. I want to work with everyone who wants to bring forward constructive solutions to our state's challenges. I'm grateful to several business leaders who have already been helpful in advising my transition team on systems and structures that will be set up in my office and agency leadership for success. I want to specifically thank Mariah Robbins, Curtis Robinhold, Angela Wilhelms, and Joth Ricci for their time, expertise, and insights into those conversations. Building trust is also why I've prioritized setting up regular meetings with Mayor Ted Wheeler and Chair-elect Jessica Vega Peterson here in Multnomah County. Our entire state benefits when Portland is healthy and economically thriving. The metro region is facing serious challenges, and I will not be hands-off while local families and businesses struggle. As governor, I will make sure that we are communicating, collaborating, and getting real about solutions that will make Portlanders proud and excited to live and work here. I ask everyone here today, no matter who you supported during the campaign season, to believe in our state and its future. Please be engaged so we can rebuild trust and solve problems together. To that end, today, I'm announcing my One Oregon Listening Tour. I'm committed to visiting every county in Oregon in my first year in office. With an eye toward building those strong working relationships, those working partnerships across our state, especially when it comes to housing, mental health and addiction care, and education. And I plan to kick off this tour with visits to Yamhill County and Douglas County before my inauguration on January 9th. My team, you're all going to get invites, don't worry. My team will be working to plan future stops in the coming weeks and months. So stay tuned for updates, and I look forward to seeing many of you in your communities. So first, my overarching goal is to build trust. Second, I will be focusing on increasing accountability and oversight across state government. We must improve the experience of Oregonians who are counting on us to deliver services every day. Accountability in government is one of the primary reasons that I ran for governor. Public service also means customer service, and that must be the focus of everything we do at the state. Public service is about getting Oregonians what they need, whether it was fighting daily to help people get unemployment benefits in the first months of the pandemic, or being angry about the disparate impacts of COVID in our communities, or seeing day in and day out our collective failure to help our unhoused neighbors. These are the reasons I ran. All of these snippets of the Oregon story in the last 2 years, and many more, motivated me to run for this job, because Oregon can and must do better. And I'm going to need your help. Can I get a round of applause for that? Because we're going to need your help. You know, it's really far too common when you're in the halls of the Capitol to lose sight of the end game. It's easy and understandable for politicians to declare victory once the vote is over or the bill is signed. Those are real achievements, of course. I'm not going to diss my legislative leaders. But I will push my team at the executive to reframe success. The real victory doesn't come until that working mom enrolls her kid in an affordable child care program. Success doesn't come until that veteran living on the street moves into permanent housing. And we certainly will not claim success until the student who's been struggling to read knows the satisfaction of reading her first book. To fix things, we need to get back to the basics, because Oregon is counting on us. As governor, I will push for more discipline in how we manage our organization at the state, focusing on operational excellence and working on the front end to determine what systems and structures are needed to deliver the results we promise. So I want to share a few of the actions I'm taking right now or planning to make that happen. First, in January, I will be delivering a list of agency expectations when I take office. These expectations will serve as guideposts for what I expect of state agencies while I'm in office. In addition, my office will be organized with an approach that focuses on spending more time directly with agency leaders, especially those responsible for my policy priorities. And finally, as Oregon's governor, I am the CEO of our state government. And in that role, I understand that I have 42,000 employees counting on me for compassion and leadership. The pandemic was hard on workers and managers across the board, private or public, large or small. It has been tough. It has been a really awful experience for all of us. We've all had to pivot on short notice, support each other through workforce shortages, and do our jobs while our families were facing the same uncertainty as the rest of the world. These workforce challenges are not going away. And I hope to partner with all of you as we continue to strive to make Oregon a great place to live and work. I believe that this approach will be good for morale, good for service delivery, and ultimately good for business. I know that our state can succeed if we deliver on our promises and tackle our problems as Oregonians, supporting each other in the way that honors hard work and shared values. So, first things, build the trust. Increase the accountability is number 2. Finally, my administration will encourage new and more robust intergovernmental and private sector partnerships. That's the only way we can solve some of our biggest crises, and it's the best way to build a brighter future of opportunity for everyone. In addition to housing, there are 3 other areas where I am particularly excited about the potential for creative public-private partnerships. First, early learning and childcare. I've heard from working parents, business leaders, and childcare providers all over the state. The lack of affordable childcare is a huge problem that's holding back too many families and businesses. And I know this is a key element of the business plan, and I look forward to working and partnering with you on solutions. Second, we need to work together to make the most of the opportunities presented by the Federal CHIPS and Science Act, the Inflation Reduction Act, and the Infrastructure and Jobs Act. We can create thousands of good jobs, repair our roads and bridges with a focus on climate change mitigation, resiliency, equity, and safety. We can invest millions of dollars, not millions, billions of dollars in the Oregon economy and position Oregon for continued growth in the semiconductor industry. I am all in on that with you. Let's make it happen. And third, we simply must continue to strengthen and expand Oregon's trade opportunities in places like Asia and beyond. And while I'm a little tired of travel right now, I can't wait to do that when we get settled in. So it's quite a to-do list. I ask you to join me and support me in meeting these goals. And in turn, we are going to build a stronger, better Oregon together. Are you in it with me? Thank you. Here's what I know. Despite challenges, Oregonians don't back down when things get hard. We dig in, we think outside the box, and we get the job done. And I am so looking forward to moving Oregon forward together with you. Thank you for the time to be here today. Appreciate it.